22 rounds have passed and just 5 teams remain. It's finals time and business is picking up. After lifting the premiership last week, Blacktown City FC earned the week off, but they'll have to keep an eye on proceedings as Apia meet Bonnyrigg in the preliminary semi-final to see who meets the Demons next weekend, while Sydney Olympic and the South Coast Wolves play for their lives in the elimination final. All the action is exclusive to Football New South Wales TV. This is the PS4 National Premier League's New South Wales Men's 1. Time now for the elimination final as Sydney Olympic meet the South Coast Wolves. It's sudden death for these two in the finals, so there's no room for error. Sydney Olympic have made a habit of that in recent weeks as they come in on a winning run of 5 matches, whilst the Wolves have been one of the form teams of the competition, catching fire in the second half of the season, including maximum points in the final 4 rounds to grab 5th spot. Olympic finished 10 points ahead of the Wolves after the regular season, but none of that matters now. Just 90 minutes stand between the end of the line for both of these sides. Let's go and check out all the action. So Mattis restarts once again. Olympic come up with possession. They've looked good early on here, Olympic. They've, of course, played in the grand final last year. They know about high-stakes football. They had a great run in the finals, and it looks like they're timing their run to perfection again. They're unbeaten in 5 of their last games. Looking to make it 6 today. Here's Balderson. Links up well. Nice Spidakis with it. Doesn't have a lot of support in front of him. And the Wolves make him pay, although they win back possession. Olympic. What can they do here? Hatzimarata's has some space. He's found his goal-scoring boots in recent times. Here is Hatzimarata's! Oh, very nearly. I thought it was destined for the back of the net. The danger's still not over. And the Wolves have it clear, but just for a second, I thought Hatzimarata's was going to sneak it inside the post. Mattis made a great save. So the Wolves continue to live by the sword. They haven't been punished yet, but they need to show a bit more poise at the back. Of course, they've been in red-hot form this season. The second half of their campaign, Jacob Timpano has them ticking at an important time. Here is Griffin. Switches things. He's been a large part of that. A couple of goals of the week in there as well. So Olympic though, with possession now. Here's Balderson. He gets bundled off it, but again, falls to Olympic. Overlapping his Sword. We know the service he can provide. Can he send something in here? It's a great ball. They have the opening goal. It's not going to count though. Flag is up, and looking at the replay, it's the correct decision. Hatzimarata's it was sliding in, but he was clearly offside. Again, the Wolves get away with it. Flag is up, but we play advantage. Suida links up with Sorge. Suida again, goes long. Gives Hatzimarata some work to do. And Sorge again. Suida. He's going to send it to the far post. Balderson's on the scene. Danger not over. Gatatsis with the shot. But it was always going over the bar. He's had some work to do today, Manis. Wolves will come up with possession though. They haven't seen a lot of it. Here's Griffin. Does well to keep it in. This is a chance for the Wolves. Simonovsky gets bundled over. Keeps his feet well. Still going, Simonovsky. What can he create? A nervous moment for Olympic. Price links up well. See the growing confidence from the Wolves, playing out from the back. Not too optimistic though, as they turn over possession just as I say it. Simonovsky, nice touch from him. He's starting to come into this game. Here's Suwaita. Everything going through him this afternoon for Olympic. Nice touch, Gaitatsis. That's the hurry, and Olympic are going to have the throw. That did come off Gaitatsis last, but referee says otherwise. Gaitatsis again. Soldier's got some room here down the right. That's the intended target. He's done well to win the header. Here's Michael Gaitatsis. Drills it to the far post. They now have their goal. Dimitri Hatzimartis. He's been a nuisance all afternoon, and now he finds himself on the score sheet. And you have to say it's deserved. Olympic have commanded possession, and they finally have their breakthrough. It's 1-0. And Hatzimartis has been the poacher, has already had one disallowed. He may have hurt himself in the collision, but put the goal down to Sorge. Never say die. And then Michael Gaitatsis sums up the situation, rolls it into the path of Hatzimartis, and the Wolves' defence, well, they've got to do better. Guilty of ball watching, they've clocked up. And if you look at the replay here, 3 Wolves defenders on the scene, no one on Hatzimartis, and he makes them pay. So Henderson sends it long, and Olympic have the foot to the throat at the moment. They want a second goal. Here is Suwaita. He's going to pull the trigger. Oh, and it took some saving as well. Danger not over. It's that man again, Suwaita. Sends it in. Wolves have got it away for now. Spirakis, though, cleans up. Had his pocket pinched. The Wolves are away. Here's Murray. His pass is poor. Or Griffin's touch was heavy. Goes back to the Wolves, though. Here's Griffin. Haven't had many chances. Can they provide something here, though? Henderson, so experienced. And he puts them straight on the attack as well. Hatzimartis. Bowderson. Just see the confidence Olympic are playing with. Mentioned earlier this afternoon that they played in a grand final last year. They know what it takes. Finals time. Here's Michael Gaitatsis. Second goal could kill this contest. Danaskos still going. Lovely work from Danaskos. Shot was blocked. Again, Olympic starting to surge here. Here's Bowderson. He's going to try his luck as well. Manis hasn't dealt with it. Still not away. Suwaita on the scene again. Here's Danaskos. It's all Olympic for the moment. Oh, it's a dangerous header. Clearance wasn't the best. The Wolves have dealt with it. Now they're away. And they keep propelling waves and waves of Olympic pressure, but it is still 1-0. So for all the dominance of Olympic, you'd expect them to perhaps be further ahead. Here's Madden now. It's a dangerous ball. And good ball by Olympic, so a corner for the Wolves. So they're not going away. It's been the story of their season. They really had no right to make the finals after their first half of the year, but, well, haven't they timed their run to perfection and been in some great form. So hard to beat in the latter stage of the season down there at Wynn Stadium, but it's going to have to be away from home come finals time. Can they find an equaliser here? It's drilled to the near post. Bobbing around. Henderson has to punch. Still not clear. Oh, and off the line in the end. It was Suwaita. What an afternoon he's having. He's in everything. And the shot came in. Probably was going wide, but Suwaita saves the day. Spirakis. You just chip it wide to Danaskos. Suwaita again. It's opened up. Once again, Olympic getting in behind the Wolves, but the Wolves do enough. Thought they were going to give possession to Olympic, but they have done so now. Important touch from Shirai. Gaitatsis. Shirai. Gaitatsis. Hatzimartis. Still Hatzimartis, and I don't know what he was doing there. Should have just pulled the trigger. And the Wolves make them pay on the break. They've got some numbers if they move it quickly. Olympic struggling to get back. Here's Murray. Needs support. Got a couple in the middle. Players have gone down. Simonovsky it was. And just breaking down for the Wolves yet again at an important time. And you sense perhaps starting to look at the watch because time is ticking here at Lambert Park. Olympic with a 1-0 lead. Not dead and buried yet, but all the tension starting to rise amongst the South Coast Wolves supporters. Laskos takes it quickly. Sawida is back up with him. And out into touch. Familiar with this competition, you know there's twists and turns till the final whistle, but they'll have to play their cards soon. The Wolves, time is ticking away. And to be fair to them, they haven't really created that many clear-cut opportunities, and that's perhaps the reason why, just not doing enough with possession. Sawida goes long. It's a great ball. Here's Gaitatsis. Can he find a second? Gaitatsis! He can indeed! Olympic lead 2-0, and is that goodbye for the Wolves? So gallant in the second half of the season, but Olympic, well, it should be their day. They have been dominant, and Gaitatsis fires in their second. With a performance like this, may we be seeing a dark horse emerge? And Gaitatsis, great control, but you just can't give him enough space to pull the trigger like that. He will score 9 times out of 10. And credit the control. Sums up the situation. Onto that dreaded left boot. And it's 2-0 to Olympic. And that is full time here at Lambert Park. It's the end of the season for the South Coast Wolves. But Sydney Olympic will live on. They've done it in some style as well. At full time, it's Sydney Olympic 2. The South Coast Wolves 0.
Jacob, unfortunate to lose today. What did you make of the South Coast Wolves performance?
Oh, look, I think in the first half we obviously got outplayed by Sydney Olympic. The synthetic surface here and a bit of a quick deck sort of made it hard for us. We didn't cope too well with the ball speed. We went in down at 1-0 down at half time, and I think I got a good response from the boys in the second half. And probably in the end we were unfortunate not to equalise. And they sort of got one against the run of play. But overall, Olympic were the better side, and they deservedly win.
All right, Grant. Great performance by the boys out there. You must be pretty thrilled with the way they've played.
No, very thrilled. We sort of had a little bit of a bad patch in the middle of the season, a couple of games, but more mental than physical. And over the last 6 weeks, we've really done quite well, and we're building up very nicely.
Yeah, that bad patch in the middle of the season probably sees you fly into the finals as maybe dark horses. Do you think you've shown some real finals potentials out there?
Oh, definitely. Look, I think from last year, the run we went last year and went right through to finals football, and how far we went in the FFA Cup, etc. It sort of proved that the boys can play very good football. The run at the start of the year was exceptional, but then in taking that, if you look at how many games we played from the back end of last year all the way through to here, was 30 odd games, of hard, intense football. So we're going to have a downturn at some stage, but the boys seem to have pulled themselves through that, and they're playing really good football at the moment.
Both Apia and Bonnyrigg come off strong campaigns in the regular season, and their fans are expecting both to push Blacktown City FC all the way. These two sides met only a couple of weeks ago, with Apia winning 3-0 away from home at the Bonnyrigg Sports Centre. They've caught them on the counter here, Apia. Still a Lassie. Got some time, a Lassie! It's 1-0! That performance was a firm indication of Apia's championship credentials, and the Tigers will look to take the next step in this one, whilst the White Eagles will be out for revenge. So a huge game at Lambert Park. Let's go and check out all the action. So Panopoulos to restart us again. And we'll send it long. Expecting a fiery contest today between two very well matched sides. Of course, they met only 2 weeks ago, and it was 3-0 to Apia. Pretty impressive performance by the Tigers and really showed their championship credentials. It was that man Parisi on the ball. Had a large part in the victory. Pulled the strings with perfection almost. Here's Kakado. Trying to link up, but breaks down. And West will clean up. Norwell will send it long. Of course, it was a stunning win, but it means nothing this afternoon. Everything that went on in those 22 rounds, they no longer matter. This next month, where we determine who lifts the trophy. And there'll be some keen eyes in the grandstand there, you see. I'm sure there's some Blacktown City FC players amongst them, sizing up their opponent next week. Of course, we'll know who is in the grand final. A special day for Apia, of course. The grand final will be held at Leichhardt Oval, not far here from Lambert Park this afternoon, where we're at. Bonnyrigg will have something to say about that, though, as they surge through the middle. They've got some support as well. The shot's a good one from distance. Hearts fluttering around Lambert Park. So Norwell sends it long. Well won in the air, though. Well done from Peterson. Good hustle from him. Got Miller. It's opened up, though. Here's a chance for Diaz! He's done it yet again! Tight end Diaz opens the scoring, and Bonnyrigg are off and running. We mentioned the expectation Apia are facing here at home, but it's all Bonnyrigg in these opening moments. It's almost an instant replay of what we've seen already this season from Diaz. He overlaps so well, and he's added the finishing to his game this season. He's done it in style. So let it run nervously, but Apia get it away for now. Here's Miller. He's going to try it from range. Was that deflected? It was. So corner. In fact, it's going to be a free kick. Miller has come into a little bit of grief as well. He looks in some real trouble here. Ray Miller, as we look at the replay, chested it down. He's to his feet now as he gets some applause from the crowd. And hopefully it's not the end of his evening, because he's so pivotal to what Bonnyrigg do, and we saw it there. Can chip in with a goal. Can they find their second? Drilled to the near post. Apia have dealt with it for now. Here's Kakado, going to try something on the turn. Oh, almost from Peterson. Improvised. It almost came off. And Griffiths will just play short. Get it back now. The former Socceroo, experienced campaigner, celebrated his birthday just yesterday, and he's pulled off it. Kakado's got a chance for Bonnyrigg. Kakado! Well, Tynan Diaz was screaming for it at the back post. It was unmarked. He could have had his second, but, well, Kakado almost didn't need him. It was centimetres away. Jenna goes long. It's all coming off for Bonnyrigg at the moment. Here's Parisi. Haven't seen a lot of him. It's a great ball, though. It's opened up for Alassi. Great chance. He just tripped at the vital stage, though. Cuts it across the face. Is this a sign of Apia's afternoon? Have a look at this. Alassi just gets a bobble. And the chance breaks down. Pouring down rain here at Lambert Park. Not helping players. Bonnyrigg get it away. They'll just send it long, clear the danger. Peterson can't come up with possession though. Here's Griffiths. They go long again. Lassie trying to spring the trap, but so experienced at the back. Bonnyrigg this afternoon. They come up with possession again. Here's Peterson. Now Kakato. He's going to try his luck. Kakato. Norwell has to save. Apia once again. Get away with things, but Bonnyrigg putting the danger on again. Almost opened up for Miller. So Apia prepared to live dangerously at the back. Here's Alassi. Good turn from him, but he doesn't have a lot of support. Forced to go all the way back to Diapuzzo. And he turns it straight over. Poor ball from him. Now Peterson. Bonnyrigg got some numbers forward if they can move it quickly. Here's Diaz, the goal scorer. Just takes a touch, slows things down. Wait for the support to come. Now Miller rolls it in. Apia clear for now. He sends Bonnyrigg really starting to put the foot to the throat and trying to size up a second goal. Here's Jenner. Loves to run at defenders. Still going, Jenner. All the way, Jenner! How about the finish from Jenner? Bonnyrigg have their second. And Apia are all at sea at the back. Look at this. Beats 2-3 defenders and then just slots it past Norwell. Then Bonnyrigg, are they perhaps out of sight? You see the urgency now of Apia. They have a 2-goal lead to pull back. They've got plenty of time to do it, but they just haven't really got anything going here this evening. I mentioned earlier, they met just 2 weeks ago. It was all Apia on that night, but it's a complete role reversal this evening. The Tigers just have lacked their fluency. Here's Parisi. Being quiet. Can he spark something? This is better from them. Here's Parisi still going. Once again, he slips at a vital time. Bixo goes down. It's a penalty. Well, this is what they need. Again, the chance broke down at a vital time, but the challenge was a poor one. It's going to be Nick Olsen. One-on-one with Chronopoulos. Huge chance to pull a goal back for Apia. Here is Olsen. He does. 2-1 through the legs of Chronopoulos, I think, in the end. It counts nonetheless, and Chronopoulos probably will want that one back. But Apia have their goal, and it's game on at Lambert Park. Turned over. Eunice with possession. Bonnyrigg with that penalty has certainly changed this game. Apia have suddenly come to life, and the crowd, although drenched, are doing so as well here at Lambert Park. Here's Peterson. Bonnyrigg have something to say about it. The shot came in from Gill, and he probably should have done better. Apologises to his teammates, but he really should have produced a save there from Norwell. So Norwell goes long. Clock continues to tick here at Lambert Park. Still enough time to get back into the game, but again, it just hasn't been the best afternoon for Apia. They bundled off it again. It's that urgency of Bonnyrigg. Here's Tadros. Ball from him. Here's Kakato. Does well again. Cuts it back. It's all Apia for now. Olsen does well to keep it in. Came off an Apia defender. He hasn't got rid of it though. Peterson stole in. Goes down. It's a penalty. Tainan Diaz pulled down in the box. It was Olsen again compounding his error. And the man that slotted up his penalties just given away one. Tainan Diaz, it's on the edge of the area. They say penalty. Here's Robbie Eunice. Can he extend the lead? He can indeed. Bonnyrigg make it 3-1. Robbie Eunice so calm and composed. He sends Norval the wrong way. And that is it. Full time here at Lambert Park. We expected so much going in. But in the end, Bonnyrigg just a little bit too classy. It's full time. Bonnyrigg 3, Apia 1.
Right, Brian, a big improvement on last time you took on Apia. You must be delighted with the result and the performance.
Yeah, fantastic result, and the outstanding performance.
Yep. What was the key to the win today, do you think? What did you do really well?
I think just our work rate was outstanding. We closed them down, made it really hard, and took our chances.
Yep. Late change to the lineup with David Vrankovic injuring himself. Can you give us a quick update on him?
Yeah, look, he's had problems with his back for a few weeks, and he got out there and realised that he couldn't play, so we had to change a little bit, but Foxy came in and did a great job.
Right, mate, obviously a disappointing result and performance tonight. What did you take away from the game?
Look, to be honest with you, we played these guys 2 weeks ago. First 15 minutes, as I said, I think I said that back then they threw the kitchen sink at us. Today, a little bit of a different story. We lost Brett Studman early in the warm-up. Threw Adam Griffiths in. I don't think he was probably 100% fit. And look, to be honest with you, I think Bonnyrigg probably for 80-90% of that game dominated. And to be fair, we didn't turn up.
Yep, you mentioned Studman and you had to throw Griffiths in. Is the squad looking a little bit fatigued at this point? Is there a way you can recharge them for the...
Yeah, look, I think next week, I'm not being honest, I think next week we've learned a couple of things tonight. And I think in this sort of, especially in semi-finals, you need 11 soldiers. I think tonight we had a few that went missing. Look, to be honest with you, not going to happen next week. We'll be back, we'll bounce back, and I'm sure we'll be okay.
So the stage is set for the weekend. Apia will take on Sydney Olympic on Saturday, with the season over for the loser. Whilst we'll know who will be the first team into the 2015 Grand Final, Blacktown City FC meet Bonnyrigg on Sunday. Another huge weekend of finals football, and Football New South Wales TV will have every moment. I'm Adam Santarossa. Thanks for your company. See you next time for more from the PS4 National Premier League's New South Wales Men's 1.